And I think our name doesn't really do us any justice, right? We're called Salesforce. So predominantly people think they're just a CRM. They do sales, service, marketing, and not much else. And I'm hoping from tonight, the room can take away that we do much more.
So Katie is the Senior Manager, Insurance Solution Engineering, Salesforce. There's a direct relationship between the length of a title and the size of the company. Would it be fair to say that you and I haven't had quite as much prep time as we would like, and that's because you've been doing much bigger conferences than this, 3,000 people last week. How did it go?
Yeah, so I would have loved to have spent more time with you, Robin, over the last couple of weeks, I have to admit. I missed it. So yeah, you are right. We had one of our kind of really key marketing events happening last week where we invited 3,000 of our customers, partners and prospects to the Excel in London, where we talked very much around generative AI and the power of AI. It was a really great, successful event. I thoroughly enjoyed it. We got customers hands-on, so we did a series of workshops throughout the day. We actually had over 1,000 autonomous agents built on the day by our customers and partners, which was really exciting to see that new technology that we launched just a couple of weeks ago actually come to fruition and come to light based on customer use cases. We also did something really clever in that if anybody's an Apple customer in the room, which probably many of you are, you will be familiar with the Apple bar when you go into an Apple store and you sit down with a specialist. Well, we actually did that, but for Salesforce. So we did an agent force bar, and you'll speak to Natalie Pope's going to talk to you later, where we had a series of appointments where customers could actually come and sit and talk to us and actually build a autonomous agent live. We also had a series of demo booths across the campground, as we call it, focusing on our applications, so sales, service, marketing, where customers and prospects can get a view of what's the latest and greatest technology. But what was really exciting for me is we actually had an industry zone, and we had an insurance booth where my team spent all day talking to customers and prospects around the technology that is available for insurance professionals across the whole life cycle of an insurance policy, not just within P&C, but commercial, speciality and London market. So for me, it was an absolutely brilliant event. If anybody has not been, I really do strongly encourage you to come to next year's. It is very enlightening in terms of what Salesforce is doing in this space and how we can support the insurance market.
That rather begs the question, having done that for such great success, why would you come here and pay lots of money for us? So what are you hoping to get from today's event?
Well, obviously it's spending time with you, Robin, but also it's about educating the lovely people in the room right now that Salesforce is more than just a CRM. And I think our name doesn't really do us any justice, right? We're called Salesforce. So predominantly people think they're just a CRM. They do sales, service, marketing, and not much else. And I'm hoping from tonight, the room can take away that we do much more, and we are a solution that can take an insurance company right from submission and risk and rating and all the way through to claims and underwriting, and all the way through the different footprints of an insurance process and an insurance policy. And I've already mentioned we cover, all of the different sub-industries, as I call it, within the insurance space. So property and casualty, commercial and speciality, life and health, as well as the London market. So I'm hoping from tonight people will get an understanding of that.
But given that it does just about everything, are you seeing particular traction in particular areas? What are the bits that the insurance community is focusing on?
So we this year have decided to really focus in on certain go-to-market areas within the insurance space. Underwriting being one of the key ones. Broker personal relationship management is another. And I think the other one is the digitalisation of communication. and that single view of customer. But if I go back to the underwriting one, it is probably one of our most significant go-to-markets this year in terms of our focus around product and the ability to improve the experience for a critical resource within the insurance industry, and enable them to not only have a better user experience, but also enable them to remove some of the manual tasks that they're doing today throughout the life cycle of the role that they do. Because we know that 40% of activities and of actions that underwriters do today could be removed from them, so they can focus on the more high value, more high quality tasks that we know that they enjoy doing. And with our underwriting workbench solution, we see that as a really key deliverable for us this year. And also bringing in that full 360 view, right? Bringing in the different data points, removing data silos for that underwriter, so they're not swivel chairing between different systems and different pieces of information, bringing that together into that single place, but also then allowing them to collaborate with others. And we know that it's not just that one single person that processes through that risk. It's multiple different people across that business, and we see that broken at the moment. And with that go-to-market that we're focusing on this year, it's very much around baking in collaboration into that solution.
Makes sense. Now, you got James joining us shortly, any minute now, James. What's the relationship between Salesforce? Why James? Why Salesforce? What's the relationship? What are PwC and Salesforce doing?
Yeah, so James is a really key partner for us at Salesforce and PwC as a whole. So we recognise that selling and solutioning is a team sport. If I coin Mark Benioff, he says you need to bring all of the football team to the pitch when you look at solutioning for a customer, and part of that team are our partners. And we very much do a joint go-to-market. And it's something that I've spent the last year really heavily working on, is identifying partners, be that PwC or our ISVs on the App Exchange, and saying to them, okay, let's match your speciality skills from an implementation, but also from your expertise in industry. I class James as one of those key experts in the industry. Let's bring them in to aid us in our relationships with customers and solutioning for them.
James, what an announcement. Come and join us on the pitch.